Education is a fundamental human right, a cornerstone for personal and societal development. Yet, for many in Africa, it feels like a distant dream, an elusive goal that remains out of reach. This isn't by accident. The history of education in Africa is deeply intertwined with the wounds of colonialism, a legacy that continues to affect the continent. European powers saw education not as a tool for empowerment, but as a weapon for control, a means to maintain their dominance. Colonial education systems were designed to assimilate, not to liberate. They aimed to erase African identity and replace it with European ideals. African languages, cultures, and histories were suppressed, deemed inferior and irrelevant by the colonizers. The curriculum focused on serving the needs of the colonizers, creating a workforce dependent on their rule, rather than fostering independent thought and innovation. This legacy of imposed knowledge left deep scars on the African psyche, undermining self-belief and hindering progress. It created a sense of inferiority that has been hard to shake off. This wasn't education, it was indoctrination, a system designed to strip away the essence of African identity and replace it with subservience. It was a system designed to create a permanent underclass, denying generations of Africans the opportunity to reach their full potential, to dream and to achieve. But even in the face of this injustice, the thirst for knowledge never died. Communities found ways to educate themselves, to preserve their heritage, and to resist the erasure of their identity.
The end of colonial rule brought hope for a brighter future, a future where education would be a tool for liberation and development. But the journey has been long and arduous. While progress has been made, the legacy of colonialism still casts a long shadow. Many African countries are still grappling with underfunded and under-resourced education systems. Classrooms are overcrowded, lacking basic supplies like textbooks and desks. Qualified teachers are scarce, especially in rural areas. Poverty remains a significant barrier, forcing many children to drop out of school to work and support their families. The promise of quality education for all remains unfulfilled. But amidst these challenges, there are glimmers of hope, stories of resilience and determination that remind us of the transformative power of education.
One size fits all. That's the approach of traditional education systems, where uniformity is often prioritized over individuality. But every child is unique, with their own strengths, talents, and ways of learning. Each young mind is a world of potential waiting to be unlocked. In Africa, this diversity is even more pronounced, reflecting the continent's rich tapestry of cultures and languages. The variety of backgrounds and experiences enriches the learning environment. We need to move away from rote learning and standardized tests, which often fail to capture a child's true abilities and potential. We need to create learning environments that cater to different learning styles, whether a child thrives in a kinesthetic, visual, or auditory setting. This means incorporating more hands-on activities, visual aids, and auditory tools into the curriculum. We need to nurture creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills, preparing young minds for the challenges of the 21st century. These skills are essential for innovation and adaptability in an ever-changing world. Imagine a classroom where a child's heritage and lived experiences are valued, where learning is interactive and engaging, where curiosity is celebrated, not stifled. A place where students feel seen and heard. This is the kind of education that can unlock the potential within every African child. By embracing diversity and fostering an inclusive environment, we can help each child reach their fullest potential and contribute meaningfully to society.
Section 4. Against all odds. Stories of triumph over adversity. For every challenge, there's a story of resilience. Across Africa, individuals are defying the odds, overcoming educational barriers to achieve remarkable things.
These stories are a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human will. Take the story of a young girl in a remote village who walked miles to school every day, her determination fueled by a thirst for knowledge. Or the young man who taught himself to code using a borrowed computer, his passion for technology overcoming limited resources.
These stories are not exceptions. They are reflections of the potential that lies dormant in millions of African youth. By investing in education, we can empower an entire generation to write their own stories of success.
Section 5, Investing in Africa's Future, Unlocking Potential Through Education. Education is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about investing in human capital, the most valuable resource any nation possesses. When we empower individuals through education, we create a ripple effect that transforms families, communities, and entire nations. Educated citizens are healthier citizens, more likely to make informed decisions about their well-being and that of their families. They are more likely to participate in the democratic process, demanding accountability and good governance. They are more likely to become entrepreneurs, creating jobs and contributing to economic growth. Investing in education is not charity. It's an investment in a brighter future for Africa. It's an investment that will yield returns for generations to come.
Section 6. It takes a village, a collective responsibility to empower. A collective responsibility to empower. The responsibility to provide quality education doesn't fall solely on the shoulders of governments. It is a shared duty that extends to every member of society. It requires a collective effort, a partnership between governments, civil society organizations, the private sector, and individuals. Each sector brings unique strengths and resources to the table. We need to build more schools, equip them with modern resources, and train qualified teachers. This means investing in infrastructure and ensuring that our educators are well prepared to inspire and teach the next generation. We need to create programs that provide financial assistance to underprivileged students, ensuring that poverty doesn't stand in the way of their education. Scholarships and grants can make a significant difference in a student's life. We need to support organizations that are working tirelessly to improve access to quality education across the continent. These organizations often operate in challenging environments and need our backing to continue their vital work. We need to mentor young people, sharing our knowledge and experiences to guide them on their educational journeys. Mentorship can provide invaluable support and encouragement, helping students to navigate their academic and personal challenges. This is not just about donating money, it's about donating our time, our skills, and our voices to advocate for change. Volunteering in schools, participating in skills workshops, and speaking out for educational reform are all crucial actions. It's about recognizing that the future of Africa is intertwined with the education of its youth. By empowering the next generation through education, we are laying the foundation for a brighter, more prosperous future for the entire continent. However, we must also acknowledge the importance of informal and non-formal education. Africans often rely solely on formal education, overlooking the valuable lessons learned outside traditional classrooms. Embracing all three types of education can help break the cycle of poverty and foster a more holistic development.